Well.
Just like that. Daily Xander podcast. Love him as always. Guest for the second time appearance-wise, it is my pleasure to bring to the Daily Xander podcast.
Yeah, it's not like guest, it's a neighbor.
Guest, man. You're a guest, though.
Guest? Yeah, I'm still guest.
Dude, if you're a guest, man, I'll treat you good. My pleasure to reintroduce Mr. Ukraine himself, Mr. Cabbage and Carrots himself.
Mr. Fishman.
Mr. Fishman, myself. Eugene, a.k.a. Evhenii,
yeah.
Evhenii, yeah. Man, but dude, thanks again, man, for making this happen. Appreciate your time.
You're welcome, man.
Yeah. One thing I want to say, just from the last time we did this to now, your English has greatly improved.
Thanks, man.
Dude, absolutely, man.
You have some part in my achieving.
A little bit, just a small part, but it all came down to you.
Yeah, a lot of people around, but a lot of time I'm also speaking a lot with you, so I think it was nice. So, ladies and gentlemen, why we start our podcast?
I don't mean to interrupt, but that's just funny because we do a lot of practice for seminars, and that was legitimately your seminar.
I'm used to
ladies and gentlemen. Who would like to listen to our podcast? Are you interested in hearing what we have to say? Because it's going to be mainly nonsense, but it's going to be real, authentic nonsense.
Yeah, for example, even if I call to my mom, I'm start my conversations from, ladies and gentlemen, you can use it everywhere. In the store, you come to the Tesco to buy a product. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I need meal deal. Fuck. The Steiner just plant the seed in your mind.
Plant the seed in your mind. That's it just shows you the power of when you take on something on board, material-wise, and that's all you consume for your mind becomes that.
Yeah. So tomorrow, Alex will leave our amazing kingdom Steiner, and I just want to ask you, what are you feeling like? We was here, some of us, some members of our amazing team, leave Steiner after 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. And I think it was easier for there than for you, because we stay here about 6 weeks. We're like the little family, and I think it's a little bit difficult. What is your comments, Alex?
For me, not difficult. It just comes down to having patience, of course. It's certainly a different experience when you come into this environment and your native language is English.
Yep.
So, depending on how you want to view it, you could be like, why am I still here kind of aspect if I speak English really well kind of ordeal. But at the same time, I'm really grateful I've been here this long, is really been able to meet and get to know people on a different level that I wouldn't have otherwise. That are from other parts of the world and such, like yourself. I do have to say, I do regret not going out for New Year's Eve. I have to say, because it seemed like I had a really good time. International crew, man.
You remember the first day, Alex?
Yeah.
Yeah? What was your,
It was very energetic the first day.
Yeah. Do you remember this day? What is your first emotion when you see, some people? What do you just, your first thing?
So for me, it was being really excited, just because it was a new place in the world, new people. And I always like to include people in anything, because I know it's like to be left out. So I never want people to feel left out. Yeah. So I remember remember when we had to go to the doctor the first day?
Yeah.
Everybody was waiting in the reception.
I wasn't here because I already did it at Ukraine medication. Yeah. So I didn't.
Oh, you didn't go?
Yeah, I didn't go.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, when we were at the academy in the conference room the first day?
Yeah. You remember this moment in the evening when this
first time I met him?
Yeah, this girl just hands up Portugal, Europe, they start United States. Who was from here, and the United States, he was one from the United States, and he feeling so confident in that moment. I remember he put a little bit jokes in our sad atmosphere. He was so confident and so funny.
I got confidence, man. Yeah. I remember that though, because there's a second lady that came in and asked okay, so where's everybody from? And I said sorry, we've already done that before. And she's like, hold on a second, I need to hear it. I'm like, oh, right, okay.
Yeah, remember, you had your amazing blue suit.
Shout out to Australia. If you want to get a good suit, go to Australia.
Australia?
Australia down under, man. They got good suits. It's very
nice.
Good fitting.
Yeah. So, how you think? How you will be sleeping this night? I think it will be so difficult. Yeah.
First off, I'm not going to be on the top bed or bunk tonight. So I'll be on
the lower, on the king bed.
Yeah, on the king bed. So I feel like I'm going to sleep pretty easily. I just probably not going to get that much sleep because I still need to pack and such.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting because like you get here, you stay here for duration of time.
Yeah.
This is what your world becomes, and then now you're going to move somewhere else, and your life just starts all over with people you meet, relationships you form.
There's some changes come in your life, like some huge changes.
Yeah, well, like you too, man. Like once you have the assigned ship, and then you leave for that assigned ship.
Yeah, I think when we will be back to the home, it will be another people. Like we'll be changed after all this.
Oh, absolutely. That's
all this action.
That's one of the biggest benefits of traveling. When you travel and you meet people from different parts of the world, it expands your perspective and your mindset. So that when you say you go back home to where you have a lot of friends.
Yeah, you have the like global worldwide.
Yeah, exactly. So when you go back home and you meet your friends again that you haven't seen in a while.
World outlook.
Yeah, world outlook. So when you meet your friends again you haven't seen in a long time, they'll be like, Evhenii, who is this Evhenii? You're like leaps and bounds above me.
Yeah.
Like, how'd you do this, man? And then you'd be like, please. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, it is easy to do. It is easy.
Yeah. So, what else I want to ask you?
I always love it when you do a podcast and the guest is asking me questions.
Yeah, so tell the guest in what country you will be going.
What country I will be going? So I'm flying to Uruguay.
Uruguay, and what countries you will be having your cruise?
Yeah, so the capital of Uruguay is Montevideo.
So Uruguay, it will be the first country, yeah?
Yeah, first country.
Uruguay.
And then for about the first couple months, I'm in mainly South America and Antarctica, so it's going to be...
South America and Antarctica?
Yeah.
Whoa, man.
Yeah, so it's going to be... The countries mainly are going to be...
What I need to ask you, just when you will be in Antarctica, just take a photo of real polar bear for me. Because, we like have the bear team. Russian bear and Alaskan grizzly.
Alaskan grizzly. Alaskan? Kodiak. Grizzly. Bear.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I'll make you a promise right now. If I can't find a polar bear in Antarctica when I'm there, I'm going to strip down, and because of the sunlight hitting the snow and stuff, I'll look as pale as I'll look as white as a polar bear. So that you might get a picture of me as a polar bear. Just saying.
Yeah, if you will be, can you promise if you will be able to meet like polar bear, just take a video and start to scream, Evhenii, it's you! Why you are white? Something like that. It would be so funny.
I'll have to do that. I'll give you a little shout out in my polar bear outfit.
Yeah. Where is your carrots? Where is your cabbage? Why you eat a fish? What happened?
That's actually not a bad diet. Cabbage, carrots, and fish.
Yeah, it's very nice. Some fish have high content of protein and the fat, good fat, like omega-3, 6, 9, and good carbs. So it will be a nice dinner.
That's complete. That's a complete.
Yeah, it's like the Dr. Barry Sears approved.
Promotional. Dr. Barry Sears, the man who created the zone diet or food consumption. Zone food consumption. 1995.
Yeah.
And how many people have used it worldwide? Millions.
Millions of people, but in my country it's not common. I don't know why.
Probably a small percentage. I'm probably sure a small percentage have heard of it. Real small percentage. In Ukraine?
Even the professional sportsmen, I never listen.
Never listen?
Never listen. Before.
Listen. Really?
Yeah.
So to get back to the countries, predominantly Brazil, Argentina, Chile, and Antarctica for a little bit. And then it's going to go to the north of Africa.
North Africa?
Yeah, like northwest of Africa. It's like Morocco, I know, is one of them. And then there's like this really small island off the coast of Africa that it's going to be, as well as like all of the really small islands in southern Europe.
Yeah.
So it's going to be like Portugal, Spain, Italy, France, predominantly.
A little bit part of Europe.
Yeah, a good portion of Europe. And then it's going to go to the north part, so it's going to do Scotland, Ireland, UK.
UK.
Norway. Iceland.
Whoa.
Greenland.
Scandinavia.
Sounds
good.
Canada.
Canada.
And 2 locations in the US. 2 locations in the US being, here's the one to join.
Europe.
You don't want to join? Okay. Seen a little bit.
It's our friend Martin from the Amsterdam.
Shout out to Martin. He's a really good dancer. He's a really good person, though.
Yeah, it's amazing dancer. He have like very wonderful level of the energy.
Yeah.
Like because every hour of him day he like looks like Duracell, something like this.
The Energizer Bunny.
Energizer, yeah,
Bunny.
like the.
It's like always
walking
like this.
Red Bull.
Yeah, walking Red Bull. What's the Red Bull quote or motto? Something about wings. Red Bull gives you wings.
Red Bull, gives you wings. It's like the just do it. Yeah.
Oh, Nike.
Yeah. Oh, impossible is nothing. And Adidas.
Or you can read a shirt. It says Brooklyn.
Yeah, Brooklyn the house.
We go hard. Yeah, Brooklyn, we go hard. What's that? I don't know. I'm sure somebody who's watching right now, or if anybody ever watches, could tell me that there's a name of that song. Like, Brooklyn, we go hard. I can't remember who sings it, though.
Don't ask me. I'm from the Ukraine.
You know, this guy knows all about Russian hip-hop and rap.
Yeah, Russian. Oh, man, it's my jam.
Man. I can tell it's your jam. I think that's what he listens to most times if he ever has earbuds on. That's what he's listening to. Or that's what you're listening to.
No, like usual, I'm just check the YouTube. Something interesting videos. So, what else?
This guy has great transitions when he pauses for a second and he goes, so, back to asking you questions.
Yeah, back to asking questions.
Guy doesn't like to dilly-dally.
He wanted it.
Too.
What is the difference? So, Alex, if you know, he has a little bit different stuff. He like mindful. So, can you tell your guests what's the difference between your ship and another guy's? Because if you know, like where a lot of percent go at this type of ship, it's so unique. Yeah.
Unique?
It's so unique, yeah. It's so unique. So, Alex, what is the difference a little bit at your ship?
Yeah, man, so I'm like you. I'm exactly like you as far as we're still going to be personal trainers.
Yeah.
I'm still going to be a personal trainer. The boat I'm going on, it's with the cruise line called Seabourn.
Yep.
And Seabourn is classified as a luxury cruise liner. And they have 6-star. They're like a 6-star ship. For whatever, I mean, that's pretty high end.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Evhenii like a 20-star kind of guy. That's pretty hard to top. Like, I put you above everybody.
High graduated.
Yeah, yeah. You burn, or you shine. You shine really bright. You shine very bright. But yes, seaborne ships. There's only 6 seaborne ships in the world, and they only have about 400 to 500 passengers on each ship. And the clientele that is on these ships are quite financially well off. Very well off.
So it's extra luxury. It's
yeah,
not like
it's essentially it's like a super yacht. It's like a giant super yacht. It's a yacht cruiser.
Yeah.
And so that comes.
It's like a lot of millionaire, billionaire have the rest on this ship.
Yeah, yeah. To put it simply, yeah.
Why you choose this ship, Alex?
I didn't.
Yeah. You didn't?
No.
Why you choose this mindful way? You remember?
You're referring to like the extra training, the mindfulness.
Yeah. Why you choose this type of the?
That was just so the extra training was just to add on to having extra learning or knowledge that could open more opportunities. That's all. I mean, I enjoy it too, but it also just gives you more opportunities having that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, for instance, I don't know if that's the case why I got assigned to Seabourn, could potentially be, as far as going from a personal trainer to like a mindful living coach. However, I'm pretty happy with where I'm going, but again, I'm not on the ship yet, so
yeah.
I'm on the
Now
ship.
we're in the squash court.
Yeah.
So this red line over my head,
it's
squash line.
exactly level with your head.
It's squash line.
I'd have to do this.
So Alex, let's remember the funniest moments.
Yeah, man.
Funniest moments. As the first, the funniest for me, it was like the Federico. Federico is a guy from the Colombia. When he did the first time the Pilates, he tried to did the practice, the teaching. He like say like normally, hi guys, and he just changed one letter, and it sounds like hi gays, and it was really funny because we like already remember this moment. And the second one with Federico, the second moment when he did the detox or eat more seminar or detox, and he explained how you can fat your burn and lose your pockets. It was really funny.
Definitely, the whole class was laughing. You know,
Yeah.
Just because
Pockets. He like pockets.
Yeah.
Like
Just anytime.
like I didn't know maybe pockets.
Oh man, I definitely enjoyed like last couple weeks. There's been a lot more impersonations.
Yeah.
It's been good in a good way. Just impersonations that look back on have like the past month, not 2 months, but the past 4 or 5 weeks have been, they've flown by. I'm trying to think, just for me, they've always been just like small moments, or small moments as far as like when you ask like funny moments. Every day there's
one of the funny moments, I don't know, maybe you remember, in this squash court, why I remember, because we sit here, it was like the first or maybe beginning of the second week, and Wayne just said to us we must be here at 7 evening. Yeah, and you remember this day when we was waiting about 3 hours, 2.5, and he just came in the last 15 minutes. You remember? And some of us, like each of us, tried to study something, maybe 30% just laughing, make some jokes.
Yeah.
And Antonio, he was used the poster, poster with good fit, and tried to sleep. You remember?
I didn't know that.
He liked to put the poster and just sit on the chair. And the poster will be behind, like in front of him. He just tried to rest. It was really funny.
Was he actually hidden pretty well or no?
What?
Was he actually hidden or disguised really well? Was he disguised really well?
Yeah.
Camouflaged? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious, man. No,
I'm really miss Antonio. He was like, you remember this day when he was leaving? It was really sad. I don't know.
Tony's a good guy. There was a lot of good people. In our group. I'm very fortunate that it was a good group because we all, for the most part, got along. We all like to hang out around each other and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, just the interactions with everybody in our group was fun to do. Because you could literally go to anybody, and then all of a sudden, you could have a conversation and just be like laughing.
Yeah.
Hilariously.
Alex told me a secret. So after 9 months, he wanted to visit
Where?
Ukraine.
Dude, absolutely.
Yeah, only Ukraine, man.
I want to visit all. Dude, that guy. Who's this guy?
Yeah, it's actually the girl.
Oh, it's a girl.
Yeah, I know it. She's from Ukraine.
What did she say?
It's my hi,
Oh.
Привет.
Hello. What's her name? Yulia.
Yeah, but you transform it in the United States like Julie. Yeah.
Hello, Julie.
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah, so many laughs. I certainly have. Every day you laugh like a lot.
Yeah.
It's an interesting balance. Every day there's like
a little bit of stress in the beginning, and in the evening a lot of laugh, a lot of joking.
Yeah. How would you, so far up to this point, as far as when you leave Watford, what would be your highlights for seeing London? Or what would be your highlights for your time here that way?
What has been highlights? Like
memorable moments.
Memorable moments? Like the funniest.
Yeah, I guess we stick with funniest, yeah.
Yeah, the funniest.
Hold on, I gotta really think. I'm just gonna get water right here. Yeah.
The funniest moment, and actually the first moment, when we first time met the Wayne, when we first time was in the conference room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. This moment.
This moment.
Yeah.
You were part of the Ukraine foursome.
Yeah, what?
You were part of the Ukraine foursome. There's 4 Ukrainians.
Yeah, for Ukrainians, it was like we call our group Ukrainian organized crime. Yeah. But we slightly break down our group, break. Now I'm only one. Only one. You
know what that means though? So look how it goes, in order. Of the 2 girls leaving, then at home, and now you're left. But if you're left, that means you're the foundation.
Yeah, like feet.
Yeah. It relates to everything. Foundation is everything.
Yeah.
Think about this, dude. This phone is on a tripod. That tripod's the foundation, but that tripod's on a chair.
Yeah, tripod's on the chair. But the people which will be see this podcast, they will be not have information about this one. They will be see only the picture, our bare faces, and this amazing red line. Maybe stars.
Yeah, maybe stars. Absolutely.
Maybe.
Absolutely. What do you think you're going to be doing 9 months from now?
At the ship? Or after?
Just in life, man. What do you think you're going to be doing 9 months from now?
I think after 9 months, I don't know what plans you have. What is it like? What's it write down in your contract? So after 9 months, you must be rest 3 months. Yeah, and only after 3 months.
I'm not positive, but it sounds like bring them on camera. Oh, hey, Jose is watching. What up, Jose? Okay. After 9 months, generally it sounds like you get 2 months off. I want to say. Again, I don't know, man. You hear different things from different people, so it's hard to say. You're gonna get the best. You're gonna get them. You're gonna get the most information when you see your spa manager. So I want to say that you get 2 months off. You get time off at least before you have to take your next contract if you still want to be doing such.
Yeah, if you want to be the major fitness.
Yeah.
You must. If you want to be the best in this, you must be developed.
Yeah.
You must be developed. So
develop.
After, for example, you finish your first contract and you're feeling really confident and it's so easy for you, you just need to go to the second step. Maybe bigger ship, or bigger target, or maybe something else.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because if you will be stay at the comfortable zone, you'll be break your development.
Yeah, it goes back to you never want to stay in a plateau environment. You never want to stay in your bubble. By staying in your bubble...
Gum. You know bubble gum contains butylated hydroxyazole.
Bubble gum contains butylated...
Hydroxyazole. Damage your brain cells.
Damages your brain. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that, man.
No.
Nobody wants toxins in their body. We're all exposed to toxins
on a daily
basis. Yeah.
Because this big city life. You remember this song? Big city life, big city life.
Big city life, big city life. I feel so happy in a big city.
Yeah, something like this.
Oh, I just made that part up.
It's like freestyle.
There's pros and cons of living in big cities. One of the cons would be there's a lot of toxins in a city, a lot of pollutants. Those pollutants are going to slowly affect our health.
How?
Our health.
Yeah. When I just come in here, I just say health. And now I'm saying health.
Oh, I got another word I want to... Okay, you just remind me of something.
It's called pronunciation, accent.
Accent, yes.
Yeah. Before my accent was white like my shoulders, and now have my accent like thick like this part of my palm.
Oh yeah, you said that before to me, I think.
Yeah.
Also, viewers, ladies and gentlemen, the amount of protein you want to be eating should be no bigger than the palm of your hand.
Gaston!
As well as it should not be thicker than the width of your hand.
Thickness of your palm.
So one thing I do want... Oh, Gaston!
Gaston! Hola! ¿Por qué? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Gaston, you are a great Argentinian friend, and you're a special character. Much love to you. Much love. Yeah. One thing I want to share about Evhenii, because in his language, the word for... What was it? Condom. Remember condom? What was the word?
Preservatives.
Okay, the word preservative, that translates back in Ukraine or Russian.
Condoms.
As condom. So like, when he was first learning about food has preservatives in it, he'd be like...
What? What?
Does that mean like condoms are in food? Is that what you're saying right now? Mm-hmm. Not at all. But, how many times did you get sick? Because I'm my nose right now.
I did slightly like a little bit.
Slightly like a little bit?
Yeah. And gut.
And gut?
Yeah. Little like without progression.
Yeah. Not too bad. Evhenii, man, I'm going to ask you some deeper questions. Since your English is up there.
Thanks, man. I'm just trying to keep going.
So, yeah, dude, that's what you got to do. So, Evhenii, I want to know, because you're 20 years old.
Yeah. Only.
And there's different ways you can look at age, too. Because you can always say, people always say, like, oh, age is just a number. It isn't just a number. But also, you're only as old, this is awesome that Oscar Wilde said, you're only as old as the last time you changed your mind. I'm going to say I changed my mind a lot. I'm sure you changed your mind a lot.
Oh man, I'm changing not only my mind, all my head like was a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know how it explains. It's like go on the 180 degrees. So it's like really a change.
So basically you went from the North Pole to the South Pole to the North Pole in your head.
Yeah, so we like change. We put action in our life. The second step, we get invest.
Yeah.
So now success comes here. We have already our triangle.
Synergy to success is what he is telling us now, ladies and gentlemen. Exercise, nutrition, and detoxification. Something that gets overlooked or underlooked because it's not well known. Detoxification. Evhenii, what I want to ask you, 20 years old, also to go along with age. You heard of like how your body will regenerate itself every 7 years? Like cells and such? So you basically have a new body every 7 years?
You think so? Like all life?
It's according to science.
Every 7 years?
Every 7 years. I want to say maybe it's like your bone structure, every 7 years, bone structure.
Yeah.
So every 7 years you have a new body. So in that sense, you would actually be 6 years old. Because when you turn 21, then you're going to have a new body. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cool.
21 and new body.
Yeah, 21 new body.
So I need to just wait. I have a birthday.
You have a great birthday. You're going to have a great birthday. Also, Miss Tracy, if you're still watching, hello to you.
It's Tracy. Who is it, Tracy?
Much love to Miss Tracy. She's a school teacher back in Orlando, Florida. She is Superwoman.
Superwoman.
Very fit lady, and an awesome human being. Somebody that inspires. And I'm really grateful that I've gotten to know her for a short period of time. I look forward to seeing you again someday, Tracy. Evhenii, question for you.
Yep.
What do you want to do before you die?
Before I'm done? Oh, nice question.
Didn't see that coming. Oh.
You like the real journalist.
Tafel dancing.
You like they're like real journalists.
I just always want to have a conversation. A genuine, authentic conversation. That's what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
We just have the camera in front of us.
Before I die, yeah?
Yes.
What my targets?
Yeah.
What my targets? I think I just need to... Now, what I'm doing now, I'm just trying to plant the seed in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Just like to make some background which I will be able to use in the future. Because in like this year, or when we are young, like before 30, so we have a good opportunity to make our foundation, and then we will have a good house.
Okay.
So before I die, I will just have. So I want. So my life must contain this house, and this house, like we know what is the main points of the happiness. So the first thing is your family, yeah. To the real happiness,
Yep.
You need to be successful in the family. You need to create your own family. It's the first step. The second one,
It's just according to you, right? This is what you feel like, right?
no, it's like the science.
Okay. Yeah.
It's science, like psychology. It's psychology. It's not my words. It's from the books.
Human nature.
I'm calling it
reproduce.
evolution psychology.
Evolution.
Yeah,
psychology.
I'm very like this type of book. Evolution psychology.
Psychology.
Yes.
Spoken from the Ukraine.
It's from the whole world. And the next one, what is your status in the society? So if the people give you respect, you will feel it. So you need some status in your society, in the public.
Yeah.
So it's the next step. The third one, it's money. Because if you will be not have the like some financial level in your life, you'll be feeling bad. Because you will not have the money to the good education to your children. You will not have a good money to buy something good for your family.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the third one is the money. The fourth is your success in your career, because you can have the money and you have the good society level.
Yep.
But if you will have like high level of achieving maybe your personal goal. For example, you have your own business, yeah, and your company is number one in the world. You'll be feeling good. So it's like 4, and it was also the 5, but I forget what is the 5. So we have the.
Okay, so that sounds like that's kind of like a blueprint for a good life, a happy life.
It's called what you need to the true happiness.
What you need for true happiness.
Yeah.
Everybody, yeah, absolutely. There's definitely universal laws that, once followed, can certainly bring an abundance of happiness. So for yourself, what are experiences? What are relationships? Or where do you want to go? Things like that you want to do before you die.
So now it's very difficult to answer you because I'm just.
The reason I always ask is because if I ask you 5 years from now, you're going to have a totally different mindset and a totally different answer. So it's just an interesting question. Like, think about it.
Yeah, interesting.
Because especially when you're younger, it's not going to be on your mind as much because you have more time on your hands. You have more resources or a commodity being time.
Yeah, now we have the high level of time. We have because we not have the busy schedules. Yeah, we have time to go here at academy to create new goals. We have a free time for this.
True. Yeah.
When you're young, because
But also when you're young,
when a person is old, this person is already have the family, have the house, and it's mean zero time for yourself. So now we have the time, we have the ambitions and motivation.
Yeah.
So to do something. Because, for example, after 40, some people, I'm not tell all, but some people try to just find a comfortable zone. It's like become not very funny.
Yeah, people get
to achieving to break this comfortable zone. For an our age, it's so funny, and you looks and you feeling really good when you do it. You really want it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
To go somewhere to achieve something. You have like your oil in your tank.
Oil in your tank. Oil needs to be changed every now and then too. That's why you're turning 21 and you start over again. You become fresh.
Yeah.
Baby Evhenii. Okay, Evhenii, baby Evhenii. Okay, so what do you want to do though? Name some things that are on your mind that you'd want to do before you die. So think about it like this too. So whenever your time comes and you're on your deathbed, that's a long ways to think about. But when that moment comes, then you have all the time in the world to look back on your life. What would you want your life to stand for? What would you want to have accomplished? What are things you want to experience? What are things you want to create? Who do you want to see and be with? Things along that. Where do you want to travel?
Yeah, I really want to create something. Maybe it will be some company, it will be some brand. So after I will leave this world, I just need to give to this world something. Like maybe it will be some people just they make a film, make a movie. So after they die, they will have something here, something material.
Mm-hmm.
What like your grandkids can use.
What your grandkids can use.
Like not use.
I see what you're saying. So
yeah.
I call that would be called like legacy.
Yeah.
So it's left over. It's still around even when you're done passing. Bucket list. Are you talking about the bucket list? I am referring to a bucket list. But this is everybody has a different. They could call it something else. Back up to this. Evhenii, have you ever been asked that question? What do you want to do before you die?
I was asking this question by myself.
Oh, so you've asked that to yourself.
I'm asked myself.
Yeah.
And but it was. I remember a couple years ago I watched this. I think you know this legendary seminar like of Steve Jobs for the Sum of University. You remember?
Stanford University.
Stanford, yeah. I think everyone in the USA knows.
He talks about aspects of his life as far as
it was like very interesting topic. He told, just try to imagine when you wake up every morning, it's your last day. Mm-hmm. Just live like it's your last day.
Yeah.
It's good philosophy.
It's good philosophy because when you think about like live every day as if it's your last, it puts you in the moment and you're present. So you try to make the most of every situation. Even if it's a negative situation, you pull the positives from it. So think how many moments in the past like 6 weeks have been negative. Like there's been a negative situation where things didn't go the way you would have liked it to, but you still make it happen. Like for the example, when you lost your backpack. I could tell like he was a little down when he lost his backpack because I was like, dude, your body language showed it, and like later on in the day I was like, dude, what happened? Did you lose something? You're like, yeah, I lost my backpack. My favorite backpack.
With all this manual, all this stuff was
all the items you're taking notes for that you're gonna use later on.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was the worst. But
you found it.
Yeah, I found it. It was like my second birthday.
Yeah.
I was so happy.
Okay, legacy. So you said legacy. What are other items? You got inspired, it sounds like, from watching Steve Jobs.
Yeah, I remember.
So you probably formulate more thoughts in your head as far as like, what do I want to do with my life? How do I want to capitalize on the opportunities I have? Where do I want to go?
I'm just have something feeling,
mm-hmm.
and I'm just follow this.
Yeah.
I'm just choose some way.
Yeah.
Start to follow, and I'm feeling inside it's mine. I will keep going.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. For example, like 1 year ago, I decided to go to Poland, and it was in the end. In the end of 6 months in Poland, I'm feeling really good, really confident, good, comfortable, good money. But it was not mine, and I just decided to leave this place.
What were you doing? Were you doing personal training?
No, I was a top manager.
Dock manager?
Top manager.
Oh, top manager of?
I was like the top manager of the hookah club.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
It's a very long story. It will be like it's not for the podcast.
I don't know though. I'm sitting next to the top manager. What city?
Wrocław.
Sitting next to the former top manager of. Okay, I'm trying to think how I want to word this, because first off, I gotta think how I say that city again. Wrocław?
Wrocław?
Yeah. Wrocław. So in Wrocław, Evhenii was the top manager.
Hookah.
Oh, it's just called Hookah? Hookah.
Yeah.
Hookah, former top manager of Hookah.
Oh, yeah.
And what was the club? It was just a club, right?
Yeah, it had name like Hookah Club.
Hookah or Hooker?
Hookah.
Hookah. I thought you were saying Hooker Club.
No, Hookah.
Okay. Good, man.
And how about you, Alex? What is your plans before you will go to the paradise?
Dude, oh my goodness, dude. So, this journal has all. So, like, and inside this journal, I've shared
wow, you have your notes?
Yeah, man.
And ideas.
I just haven't used it all since being here. So a lot of these notes come from, like, when I've gone to, like, business conferences, listening to people speak, as well as books that I've read, and jotting down quotes. Like, I have endless amount of quotes in here.
From what date start?
Like, July. No, I take that back. August this past year.
August?
Yeah.
And it's useful to have this book. Can you give the advice for your followers?
Yeah,
Maybe
actually,
they need to have...
It's just a journal, no, like, it's just a normal journal. Just what I've written in there is more like...
What is your, like, usual, for example, this day? You just come to your room and write down all situations and what all you will be just write down all what was happened with you in this day?
Somewhat. That'd be more like journaling in the sense of like self-reflecting on your day, which is a great exercise to do. I highly recommend anybody do that. This was just more for self-development in the sense of writing quotes down or writing ideas down that you can implement in your life, in your mindset, and your thoughts to help you be more effective in what you need to do in order to get what you want to do in life. So, for instance, like, if you see inside of my journal, the inside deals with, like, my bodacious, so that's, like, giant, impossible goals.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have a list of endless amount of goals here that I always look at to remind me of, like, what am I doing with my life? And on top of that, you know, I ask you, like, what you want to do before you die. That's like my bucket list. Before I die, I want to.
Whoa, man! Yeah. You're like very serious.
Yeah, you gotta be. You gotta have a vision. You gotta have a vision.
Yeah, but if you have something, you just need to write down on the paper.
You know what's funny though? On this list, none of it says anything about cruise ships.
Yeah.
So why am I personal trainer going on cruise ships? Just developing myself. I'm going to do more of this podcast with people all over the world. I'll eventually connect.
Let's imagine you have the YouTube channel for 1 million followers and you just discover the world in new places and ask any interesting questions. Some type of the journalist or blogger.
Yeah, I just call it conversation. I'm a conversationalist. You're a conversationalist. You're becoming an English conversationalist. But I've shared some of this stuff before on like my podcast. However, look at that one. One of them is fall in love. Fall in love.
I'm in love with them.
Go. Gotta shout it out.
Oh, yeah.
Evhenii, man. 15 minutes left. I want to make sure I give you.
I think we can.
Make sure I give you a little love on your Instagram because around 9 o'clock, I got a little activity I'm doing with a couple people.
Yeah, you just want to say bye-bye?
Yeah, we'll cut it off. One question for you. Last time you did it?
Yeah.
I don't know what you said for your answer, but your 6-word story. Remember 6-word story?
Yeah.
You said something about physical activity. It wasn't like word like physical activity.
Yeah.
It had to do with like swimming and how it developed you and stuff.
Yeah.
Made you better. So for now, what's your 6-word story? Fast forward about 5 weeks? No, a month. About a month ago we did this? 3 weeks. 4 to 3 weeks ago. 3 to 4 weeks ago we last did a podcast. So what's your 6-word story now? What's happened in like that time?
For this time?
I already got one for you. Oh, I just got one off the top of my head.
That just give me this idea.
But I think you can come up with something much better. I'm just gonna say though, fresh cut, rocking that Ukrainian smile.
Oh, fresh cut?
Yeah, you got a fresh cut.
Yeah, fresh cut, not fresh cat.
Fresh cut. Fresh cut. You thought cat. Fresh cat.
Yeah, it's barber, baby.
Yeah, it's barber, baby.
He also likes this type of haircut.
I do, man.
Skin fade.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing anymore, man. I completely change it. I do like the top. Yeah. Anyways, it's about you. What's your 6-word story? I'm here.
6-word stories. So
yeah, 6-word story.
Good question.
Take your time. Whoever's watching, write down your 6-word story. Type it in real quick before Evhenii answers.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you can. If you can type it before he answers, I will give you a complimentary shout out. Whatever that means.
Package.
Shout out. Just package. A package. What's in the package? Nothing but love. Love in the sense of inspiring, positivity, good vibes. You name it. I'll provide it free of charge. World class, first class. Get me to Taiwan, to Korea, to... I'm just spitting nonsense because it's a nonsense podcast. Okay.
So
I'm just
my 6-word story. Maybe you can help me. So
I was just saying.
Yeah.
Too much fun. 6-word story. Yep, I'm ready.
International school, like we will be call it Steiner. So international school help make new friends.
International school helps make new friends.
Yeah.
International school helps make new friends.
Yeah.
Love it.
It will be good for the final.
I like it. Man.
So, in the end, we just
Oh, absolutely.
need to like the true bears.
I've enjoyed every minute of our conversation, man.
Thank
Much
you,
love.
man.
I'm gonna miss you. I know for a fact I'm in a habit now of never saying goodbye. I'll look forward to seeing you again.
Yeah.
Whether it's in Ukraine, whether it's in Alaska, whether it's somewhere tropical. And
It doesn't matter. Somewhere.
And it involves
Our Earth.
bikinis. Does it involve bikinis? It might. Top manager. Just saying, top manager.
But yeah, but now personal trainer, it's better.
Yeah.
You have the good opportunity to help people.
Absolutely.
So thank you guys. Have a nice evening, and just follow this blonde Alaska grizzly.
Grizzly roar to send off. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, man. Thanks so much. One more time, much love. Oh, love it. Catch you guys in another Daily Xander podcast. Signing off. As always, peace, love, unity, respect, and passion. Over and out. So.